live from Houston with Maggie Flecknoe, your destination for hometown business, local cuisine, culture, and community. This is H-Town Live.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the second half hour of H-Town Live. It's Wellness Wednesday. It's also the official start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, we often talk about the physical toll of breast cancer, but also, what about the mental toll? Well, we have a very special guest joining our discussion. Thank you so much for waking up with us, Doctor. Introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Dr. Glenda DeMoss. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I also have a PhD in health psychology.
So, Doctor, I really think this is an important topic to have. First off, let's talk about the patient.
Yeah.
When you get that diagnosis, I can't even imagine what state you go in.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the mental health toll it takes on you.
So when a patient is diagnosed with breast cancer, or any type of cancer for that matter, they go through this stage of having to experience anxiety, depression, sadness, and worry. The biggest part is worry about what is this going to look like? What's the treatment process? How's my family going to be able to cope with this? How am I going to be able to cope with this? How is this going to change my life? There's so many questions that ruminate. And in order for them to be able to coast through it, they need that support.
Right.
And support is definitely necessary.
Then going through treatment, some medications can also affect you too, and your
Absolutely.
mental health and your mood, right? So how can you cope with that?
Making sure that you have a trusted advisor in place. Also understanding the side effects of your medication. That education piece is extremely important to make sure that you can support your mental health, because if you are aware of what's to take place, and even if it's not kind of like very spot on what they'll experience, just in being in the know, you'll know how to support yourself. But I'll go back to the importance of making sure that you have a mental health professional on this journey with you, because that person can give you a different perspective, different ways to look at what's taking place in that moment.
Also, I think it's so important too. I've had family members, they had to have a double mastectomy. I can't imagine that. And you're grieving, you're losing a piece of you. And as a woman, you're losing a piece of, some say, your womanhood.
Right.
So you need that too, because you're grieving in a way too.
Absolutely. Grief is a huge part of dealing with, you know, any type of adjustment that will take place to you. For example, think about if, you know, they're on this job and they have this very booming career and they're having to step away. That's another part of grief. Now, let's talk about the physical part of them that's being shifted. Their physicality. Now, you know, as you stated, having a double mastectomy. How am I going to look, you know, to everyone? Does everyone still see me as the same person? So yes, that grief part again goes back to your mental health professional being in position to support you through that time.
And allowing yourself to feel.
Yes, and allowing yourself to feel, more importantly.
I've known a lot of people that don't allow themselves to feel, and then as a caretaker, you get the brunt of a lot of things too. And you're going through a lot as a caretaker too. I've been a caretaker and I've been scared and had to put a front up and not had somebody to talk to. So how important is it for a caretaker to have somebody too?
Very important. So the caretaker, I'll go back to the educational piece, because for the patient and the caretaker, the educational piece is important, but the caretaker has a different component of what education will look like for them. Education on how to support your loved one during this time. What are some things to look at for in terms of if they're experiencing depression or anxiety. So having a support system, I would say staying connected for the caregiver is extremely important. Staying connected to their own sense of normalcy, right? But yet bringing in that component of being of support to their loved one. If they do that, then they won't have to worry about burnout, because they've placed themselves in a space where they're still allowing, you know, their day-to-day to not be totally shifted, but they're being present for their loved one.
These are all such great points. I could talk to you so much, and I have so many questions that I want to talk to you. How can someone reach out to you?
We can be found. My website is www.pearlsofchange.com, www.pearlsofchange.com, and I am on Instagram at _Dr. Yvette DeMoss.
And lastly, doctor, to someone watching out there that may be struggling, what would you tell them? You
are not alone. It is okay to not be okay and to seek outside support. Stay connected as much as possible. And remember, together we can.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.